best night of your life. Your host Jay and Simply E. Hold on, get ready to enter the J Spot, on Intellectual Radio.com.
Good evening, good evening, good evening, and welcome to the best night of your life. Woo! Guys, you have entered the J Spot where we are strengthening relationships and families one conversation at a time. Guys, I want to thank you all so much for allowing me to join you as you ride home. Some of you all might be Christmas shopping, doing some last minute shopping. Thankfully, I am done. As you can see, I am not in the studio. We are going to sign off right here. Man, guys, it has been an amazing year. We have an amazing show lined up for you tonight. I want to thank you guys again so much. Listen, you all, do me a favor. Go to our page. Go to our YouTube page, our YouTube channel. That is my number one goal right now. Go to our YouTube page, the J Spot Radio. Like, subscribe, listen, check out the videos over there. We are definitely trying to do big things, and we're going to do big things with the channel in 2025, but we need your help. So go there. We have so many followers, and all you all on Facebook. I just need about 500 of y'all to go to YouTube and go check us out. Again, that's the J Spot Radio, JAYE. Do me a favor, go to our Facebook page, like and follow us there, the J Spot. Also go to TikTok and follow us, the J Spot, Instagram, the J Spot. Everything is J Spot, and that's JAYE for all platforms. Guys, I hope that you are having an amazing day. Like I said, I am here. We are signing off tonight. Here we are not in the studio. Lady Lotus will be pulling up the second half of the show. But guys, listen, we have a great show lined up for you tonight. Listen, we have so many good hot topics. You all, let me tell y'all, I really appreciate you all. It was so much going on. I didn't even know, and I didn't realize, God, we made 9 years old last week. So I want to thank you all so much because you guys have been rocking with me for 9 years. Some of you all have blocked me and come back, and some of you all have unfollowed me and unsubscribed, and then they like, you come back, you like, oh, she's still here. Yes, I'm still here 9 years later. I'm still here. But guys, again, thank you all so much. I really appreciate it because you know what? If it wasn't for you all tuning in and supporting, liking, and sharing the videos and things of that nature, then we would not be here. So again, I really truly appreciate you all for just rocking with us. We have had some great conversations. You guys are just awesome. This year, definitely, look, it's been some craziness when we had the group, and then now we don't have it anymore. We'll get into that a little bit later on in the show. But we turned 9 years old, and that is dope. Super dope. And I just thank you all. Thank the day ones, thank the new people that are here. See, y'all got to go back. You day ones, y'all got to go back and understand. I didn't just start acting like this. Y'all day ones, tell the new people, she always been like this. She always been a little touch right here. So I always been like this. Y'all fuel it. And you know what? Let me be honest. It's some of y'all out there. Y'all know y'all act just like I do. Y'all know that's why that's why we here. That's why we are kindred spirits. That's why we are here. And speaking of kindred spirits, you all, we have a great show lined up tonight. Now listen, you all, I'm gonna tell y'all, if y'all wonder why I'm leaning over, my stomach don't hurt. I'm just trying to do my laptop. So I'm trying to be cute and be slick about it. But just in case y'all wonder, now why is this big forehead, big mouth chick leaning over? That's because I'm messing with my laptop. But guys, listen, our first hot topic. Now, what do you all think about this? Now, look, every time, I'm not lying. Every time I get on social media and I start scrolling through some ish, I'm convinced that there's a committee that does not want Black people together. There's a committee out there that does not want us to love on each other. And guess what? A lot of us are falling for the okey doke. We are. Now you may say, Jay, why do you say that? Because look at the bull junkie that is going on. Every post, every video is something divisive, something that's so divisive for Black love that's being posted. It's always something. Now listen, we got to do better, you all. Listen, I'm talking about everybody tonight. It's ladies, y'all gonna get it tonight. Fellas, y'all gonna get it tonight as well. But we have got to do better. Now listen, this first hot topic. Now let me know what you all think about this, because this is some new people. I like to say these new people, but this is some new people-ish. And it's a few of these posts, so I'm gonna kind of merge all of them together, because they're all basically talking about the same foolishness, just in different type of ways. So the first young lady, she says that if you can't do little stuff like pay $3.50 for my nails, my feet, I can't be with you. You heard me right. She said if you can't pay $3.50 for the little things like her nails and her feet, she cannot be with you. Well, first I want to know what is going on with your feet that you have to pay $350 for. That's first of all. I mean, do you have feet or do you have horse hoofs? Because I don't know what you're paying $350 for your feet. But you got to let me know something. What are you doing that causes your feet to cost $350? And then your nails, again, for me, that's self. See, ladies, some ladies that feel like this, come closer. It's self-care, self-maintenance. You're supposed to already come outside like this. Nobody has to get your listen, if you can't get your hair and your nails done, then you need to stay your behind in the house until you're able to get your hair and your nails done. That's what you need to do, baby girl. You need to stay in the house. Your self-maintenance, your self-care is nobody's responsibility but your own. So we gotta stop putting that narrative out there. Like it's nobody's responsibility to do that ish for you. And I'm gonna tell you, this is some new people stuff. This is this new dating, the new people type of stuff. This is what these new people are on. I've never heard or seen anything like what we have going on today. We got a lot of foolishness going on. $350, girl, bad. If your nails listen, it sounds to me like you cost too much for yourself. It sounds like you can't even afford to be you. So you need to make some changes in your life, baby girl. If you need some, if he can't do the little things like pay $350 to get my nails and my feet done, then he don't need to be talking to me. Well, guess what, fellas? Leave her over there. Leave her and her $350 foot horse hoof bill and her nails. Leave her over there and go find somebody that already comes with their nails and their feet done. That's what you do. See how simple that was? We don't even have to get on here and talk bad and say, oh, see, that's what's wrong with black women now. We ain't got to do all that. Leave her over there. Let her figure out how she gonna get her $350 feet done and all this other foolishness. Let her figure that out. That's her problem. You should not even be worried about entertaining. Listen, you shouldn't even be getting your blood pressure all up high over that. Because if that's what she requires, here's the thing. I'm not mad. If that's what you require, or that's what you would like, then go for it. But let's stop putting these crazy narratives out there, and let's stop making it seem like, oh, that's what majority of women are out here. Oh, if he can't get my nails done, if he can't get this. Listen, I work, and I got a couple of side hustles. Look, I work. Side hustles, I cannot tell you the last time I've had to ask a ninja to do anything. But guess what? As I said before, you don't have to ask for all of this. Ladies, if he's into you, he's going to do it. You don't have to ask a man that's feeling you. You don't have to ask him for jack, because he's going to do it for you. You don't have to tell him. He's going to do it willingly. You're like, oh, he's like, listen, go get your hair done, your nails done. You be thinking, well, wait, you don't like this style? Because it's already done to you. But if you're already doing it, so fellas, when you hear a chick telling you this, you got to get my hair done, you got to do this, all the stuff that you have to do, again, listen, put her right back where you found her at. Put her right, listen, you don't have to get mad. You ain't got to cuss nobody out. You ain't got to do nothing. Listen, put her back where you found her. Put her back over there, wherever you found Missy Pooh at, wherever you found her at, that's where you put her back at. Just put her back over there. Put her right back on the shelf. Just put her back over there and let her $350 feet bill and her $350 nail bill and whatever else. Maybe there's some other things lumped in there that she didn't mention. But put her back where you found her from. You don't have to get, again, this is not something that we have to get all upset about, and we have to go calling her all kinds of names and things like that. We don't have to do that. It's not necessary. If you're not going to pay it, put her back. Just take her, just like this bottle of water. You see that? See how easy it is? Just pick it up, put it right back over there. Leave it alone. Never again to be disturbed. Leave it on over there. See, out of sight, out of mind. And then you go and you find somebody else that is speaking your language. But whenever they start talking this gibberish that you are not a part of, and you don't partake in this, you don't listen. You don't be alarmed. Put her back. Just take her back to wherever you found her from. Put her back, and you will be fine. But there's no reason why at this point in the game, because two things, that tells me that you don't have your priorities together. That's the first thing. Or the second thing is, man, you're not even really trying to get to know me. You're really not even trying to build anything with me. You're coming in with your hand out. Again, ladies, for a dude that's feeling you, you don't have to have your hands out, because guess what? If he's feeling you, then he's going to do it for you anyway. You don't have to ask him. You don't have to beg. You don't have to do any of that. For a man that is feeling you, you don't have to do it. All you have to do is show up to who you are. Hey, Pretty Tasha, you're saying this is way too much. Lord, fix it. That is way so hard for the good women to match with the good men, because the women with all that ridiculousness makes it hard for us. That it does. So that's why I want to say, fellas, y'all gotta let them go. Y'all gotta put them back on over there where they come from. And just, again, when you hear that foolishness, then you know to let them go. Put them back over where you found them at. But you didn't see okay, so there's two categories. There's the foolery category, and then that's the rest of us good women that's out here just rocking out, doing our thing, doing what we gotta do, holding it down, just, waiting for a good brother so we can go and hang out with and have fun. That's us, But then you got the new people. But we see, this is the thing though. It's very tricky. Y'all gotta come up. We don't get the credit. We don't get the attention. That's not on us. That type of stuff is not on us. The focus is not on the women that are doing the right thing. The focus is not on us. So it's not on us. It's not on the women that are out here working, doing their own thing. It's not. They're going and talking to the people that will continue to spew foolery. And listen, ladies, fellas, listen. It's not just the ladies. Because our next hot topic, a brother, he's texting this woman and they're getting ready to go out on a date. And so he's telling her that he's going to get his hair cut, he's going to get his car washed, and he's going to get his clothes out the cleaners. And so he said that he waited for her to respond appropriately. And he said that when she didn't respond appropriately, he said that he blocked her. Now, what he was looking for her to respond was, well, let me get your hair cut. Let me get your car washed. Let me get your fit out the cleaners. Let me get your clothes out the cleaners. Y'all see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? So foolishness. Sir, if you cannot or will not get your hair cut, then you don't need to go on a date. You don't need to be dating either. If you have a problem with, again, doing your own self-keep, then you don't need to be going on a date. You need to be sitting at home. Ladies, if you hear that, bottle of water, put them back. Put them back. You got to start sending these folks, listen, may the man that wants you to do that and the woman, may they link up. And see, it's like it's always the opposite. It's like we never have the crazy people meet up with each other. We always have a sprinkle. All of the crazy people always tend to just circulate like fairy dust. It's just like they're like the little particles in the air that we don't see, and they move around so quickly. Move around with that stuff. Sir, if you are not willing to do your own self-keep, if you're not willing to do your things that needs to be done for you as a man, then again, you don't need to be out here dating. And again, fellas, women do spoil men. You don't have to ask her. If you're that dude, if y'all got that type of relationship, she's gonna do it. If you got somebody that believes in reciprocity. See, we have to stop with all this divisive stuff, because good men do that, good women do that. We do that for each other. But I'm going to tell you who not getting this stuff done for. The dude that's out here playing games, listen. You playing games and you know you playing games. You trying to make it seem like y'all in a relationship and she already done sniffed that ish out. You don't get no king treatment. What the heck? You sitting up here, you going through all the songs and dance, all of the games, but then you want to be treated like a king. Houseway. Ladies, you want to be treated like a queen, but you out here for all the streets and alleys. How? He's not going to treat you like a queen because you want some dumb stuff. You want some garbage. See, when we own some garbage, it's so crazy to me. How you on some bull junkie, but you expect the world. You expect you expect the royal treatment. How can you get the royal treatment when you on some royal foolishness? How do you get that? How do you get royal treatment and you on some royal garbage? It don't work like that. It does not work like that. So you have to pick a side and you have to decide, you know what, listen, am I going to be somebody that's going to be worth something, or am I going to be somebody that's out here just trying to play these games? And let me tell you something. Some of you all are too old to be playing these games. Some of you all need to make sure that you got your health insurance lined up. You need to make sure that you got your beneficiaries in order. You need to make sure you got your wills in order. You need to make sure that you got your last, what do you want, your last arrangements. You got to have all that stuff together. Some of y'all are just that old, but y'all out here trying to play these games. We're not going to do this. In 2025, we are going to turn over a new leaf, and we are leaving this foolery behind. Okay, we're leaving it behind. Now, the next scenario that goes right into this foolishness, which I'm like, oh, okay, it just gets better. So the young lady, she's out. She took herself out. She's on a solo date. Have no problem with that. I like doing those. I do those. So she's out and she says, but this is, I don't do this. She says she's out and she's kicking it. She's, having a nice time. She has her drink, her food and everything. So, man comes up to her, trying to talk to her, trying to get her phone number. And this chick, she says that she thinks that it's rude and disrespectful if a man sees her on a solo date and he comes over and he tries to talk to her, but he does not offer to pay for her drink and her food. She says that he's rude and she would never consider talking to him. And I said, oh, here's another one. Fellas, if you ever run into this situation, if she's on a solo date and she bought her one little drink and her one little meal and you go and try to talk to her and she tells you that you're rude for trying to talk to her because she's out on a solo date and she's out on a solo date and she says that it's rude for you to come and try to talk to her because she's out because you didn't offer to pay for her food. Let me tell y'all what y'all do. Leave her right there. Leave her right there. Leave her right there. Let her pay for her solo drink and her solo meal. Leave her right there. It's just that simple. Just that simple. You leave her right where she is. Because clearly that could be a reason why she is solo. Hey Adrian, how you doing? She's solo because that's the way she thinks about things. And here's the thing. We're not into changing grown. We're not into changing grown folks. We're not trying to change nobody's behavior. We're not trying to change how people think. We're not trying to do any of that. We're not. We're gonna let grown folk be who they are. We're gonna let grown folk do what they do. Nick is saying, what's your side hustle? I got a lot of them. Pick one. Building my YouTube channel is one. So let people be. If that's how she thinks. Now listen, the last thing you should do, because I'm not going to do it, get into a verbal wrestling match with somebody that is already set in their beliefs and what they want. Again, I'm not challenging what anybody wants. You are entitled to do that. What I'm saying for the people that don't agree with that, you put them people right back where you found them and you keep it moving because there's so many others that do not think like that do not have that type of mindset. And that's what you want to go. That's what we want to find. That's who you want to hang out with. That's who you want to be around, but not all these something for nothing type people. I mean, it's like everything is based on what you can do. Gimme, 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 gimme. Sound like a 2-year-old. Give me this, give me, or you get my hair and nails done, or else. If you better get it done. Come on. Like, seriously? Are we really grown folks doing this? Are we really doing this? Or are we going to say, listen, you know what? When I come to the table, listen, this is what I expect. But let's make sure that our expectations are realistic. Because again, you don't have to press or twist anybody's arm. Ladies, fellas are out here doing this. They are out here doing whatever it is that you need. They see a need, they will do it. If you are her. Jay, what do you mean if you are her? If you are the chick that they are checking for, they're going to do it. They're going to do it hands down. From the richest man to the man that don't have two nickels. He's gonna make a way to get what it is that you need because you his girl and he want to see you happy. He want to see a smile on his face. He's gonna do whatever he can do to move heaven and earth for you because you his girl. But if you gotta find yourself making all these lists and talking out the side of your neck and talking crazy, stop right there. Stop right there. Pick up your face, pick up the pieces, and move on. You're not her. You are not her. He is not feeling you like that. He's not. Fellas, the same thing for you. When you get you a woman and the reciprocity, if you're doing it, now listen, fellas, this is one thing about the women. You have to lead by example. Now, JC, now you didn't say that about the women. Fellas, let's be honest. Let's be honest. You all set the tone for the relationship. You set the tone for the marriage. So if you got you a good one, she get it. She see what we doing. She see what we doing. So listen, bet, he did this, I'ma do that. He did this, I'ma do this, and this. But again, you gotta set the tone, first of all, and then fellas, you gotta be that dude. Because if you not standing up and stepping up to the plate, or you dipping and dabbing, you all over the place, but you want king treatment, I'll be looking like, I know there's some, it may be a few cuss words maybe come out. Like, what the heck is this dude talking about? Now, I done been blowing his phone up all day, and now he get back to me the next day, like a whole 24 hours haven't went by, and you ain't seen none of my calls, none of my text messages, but you've been all on social media, you've been out, okay, cool. Got it. I see what we doing. Gotcha. Duly noted. I see that. If you that dude, you're not getting nothing. I'm not even thinking about trying to give some king type energy to a dude that's acting like that. I'm trying to plot my escape. Where am I going? How do I get out of here? How did I get myself tangled up in this foolishness? Where's the exit sign? Somebody point me to the exit sign. How do I exit this here foolishness? So listen, if you want that type of treatment, come on. We got to step up. But again, ladies, you ain't got to go through all this. You don't have to go through all of the, he better be doing this and he better be doing it. You don't got to go through all that. If you're not getting it, you're not her. Plain and simple. Fellas, if I'm lying on that, tell me. If I'm lying, tell me. If she's the chick, because see, I know some of y'all don't be wondering. I know y'all be like, you know what? CJ, you be talking too much. You not the one. Ladies, I know. Look, it may be hard to accept. Oh, I ain't the one. He told me I was the best. Oh, well, you could be the best. You could be. You could very well be the best. Don't mean that you the one. You could be the best. Listen, you done sucked this man's soul through his toes and still not be the one. Yeah, listen, I know. I know that it is hard to understand and wrap you done put down some of your best skills. And Jay, how can I still not be the one? I done did all this to him. I done made his toes curl and all this. And I'm not the one. I'm sorry, sweetheart. He enjoys it, and you still could be the best. You could be the best. But he needs a little bit more. So he'll still come to you for that. But that's all you're gonna get. That's all it's gonna be. It ain't gonna ever be what it is that you want from him. And we got to start recognizing that, accepting it. Recognizing it is one part, But accepting it is a whole different ball game. Ladies, we gotta I gotta talk to us for a minute. We gotta accept it soon, because it's a lot of time we spend a lot of time we recognize that we not her, but he's him for us. Like, oh, I love him and I want love. It has to be both ways. You can't just be loving on him and then he's not loving on you. He's there because he likes to be there, because it's something that he likes that you're doing, or it's something that he likes about you. But you're not her. You're not the one that he's going to pull out all the stops for. You're not her. Pretty Tasha, you said facts on facts. A man gotta want to be kept. Swagger Anderson, hey, how you doing, honey? She said that's true. If he's not doing these things willingly for you, you're not her. And I know, I'm telling you, I can feel it in my heart. I feel right now that somebody's heart just broke when I said that. But you know what? It's better for you to break your own heart right now and get out of there and find somebody that's going to love on you, opposed to sitting up there wasting all these good years on somebody and you are not her. You are not what he is looking for. He keep coming back because you let him. You let him. He's going to keep coming. Listen, ladies, it's not a badge of honor because he keeps coming back. It's really not. It's not a badge of honor. It shows that you haven't got the strength yet to let him go. And that's what we got to work on. We got to work on all that we put out there. We got to start redirecting that love and redirecting that energy to ourselves and make it self-love. We got to start redirecting that, because again, you saying a dude that he keep coming back. He missed this. No. He might miss the physical act, but he doesn't miss the essence of who you are. If you're fine with being somebody's, downtime, or you're fine with just being their good time, then I'm not trying to change your mind. But for those that want something more and something meaningful, then that man will do that for you. You don't have, let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you what I love about a grown man. You ain't got to tell a grown man thing. You feel those cuss words in. You ain't got to tell a grown man nothing. A grown man knows what to do. He knows what to do for you. He knows what to do for his family. He knows what to do for his household. He knows what to do. Now, it may be some extra things that you particularly might like that he doesn't know. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the general essence of a man handling his business. I'm talking about the general essence of when a man loves a woman, it ain't nothing that he won't do for her. Just like when a woman loves a man, there's nothing that she won't do for him. So if we're not getting this, we got to just really sit back and, evaluate, like, man, he really don't do this. Am I her? Do she really even, do he really even rock with me like that? Because listen, in today's society, we got so many phony people. Listen, you got so many phony people out here, phony kicking it with you too. It's so scary. Like, it's so scary. You got people smiling all up in your face. I love you one minute, the next minute, they all up in between somebody else, hoo-ha, swinging off the chandelier with somebody else. That's the climate that we living in today. So you got to really watch what people say, because here's the thing. Watch their words. Listen to their words. But you got to watch their actions. I heard what you said, but now I'm watching how you move. And if how they move and what they say don't line up, for me, I'm going to always watch how you move. I'm going to always go with how you move. Because you can lie to me with your words, but your actions is always going to tell the truth. Your actions are going to always tell what you really want to do. Your actions are always going to tell who you really are. Watch what people do. Listen to what they say, but more importantly, you got to watch how people move. You got to watch how people handle you. You got to watch how people treat you. You can't let people treat you any old kind of way, and you can't be treating yourself any old kind of way. So if you expect good things, then you have to put out good things. You got to put out good things for yourself, and you got to put out good things to others. Swagger, you're saying action speaks louder than words. Absolutely. So if they telling you that they love you, okay, I heard you. But if you acting like you can't stand me and you can't be around me, it hurts, it's killing you to be around me, go that way, sir. I'm going to go with how you acting. That's what I'm going to go with. Because here's the thing. At the end of the day, the way that they're acting is due to the energy. Energy does not lie. Connections and chemistry do not lie. Listen, you can tell. I'm telling you, you can tell if a person is genuinely feeling you and they not, based upon a couple of things. Go back and just think about it. When you first started dealing with somebody, dating them, getting in a relationship, the beginning of the relationship, it may be something as a hug, their hug, how the hug was. But then when there's a disconnect, or they ain't feeling you like that, or something is troubling the waters, okay? When the waters are troubled, that hug is different. That kiss is different. It used to be intimate, now an intimate embrace, now it's a pet. Now I understand this, let me say this. Sometimes, listen, this is not for the people that get comfortable with each other and y'all need to go and have some couple time and reconnect and all that. That's a separate issue. I'm talking about when people are, this is for single people, like you ain't, he ain't checking for you no more. Like he like you there, but he don't like you. He like you there, but he don't want you there. So if he wanted you to be number one, you would be number one. If he wanted you to be the only one, you would be the only one. So ladies, we gotta stop making things harder than they really have to be. We really do. We make it so hard. Just look at what he's saying. And again, we can ask, and sometimes, listen, they get tired of us asking. So they're going to tell you whatever they got to tell you so you can shut up and leave them alone and quit asking them. Don't you go off that. Go off how he's treating you. Go off of his actions. His actions is not going to lie. Go off of his vibes. Let's not go creating all these crazy situations and, oh, he got to do this and he better do this for me and he better do that and all this. We ain't got to do all that. We ain't got to do all that. When you the one, when he wants you, it ain't going to be no question. There's no doubt about it. If you're always questioning, where do we stand? What are we doing? What are we? You're not her. You're not. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I had said, don't get mad. I'm not a pick me. I'm trying to save you. I'm trying to help you get in the process of healing, to repair, to pick up the pieces of your life and to move on. You are not her. You are not who he is checking for. If you got to keep asking, who are we? What are we doing? What are we? You're not the one. He's not. I'm sorry. He's not checking for you. He got some other things out there that he's trying to explore, but he doesn't want to not be without anyone, so he'll keep you on the side. But you got to understand, you're more than somebody's downtime. So if you don't mind being that person on the side, then rock out. But if you're looking for something more and you're not getting that, in 2025, we're going to put it like this. We're not going to be afraid to move around. We're not going to be afraid to let people do whatever they want to do, because when you let people go and you just take your hands off of it and you let people go and do what they want to do, you're going to see where they would rather be. And sometimes that's not with you. And we got to be okay with it not being us. Be okay with that. Now, listen, speaking of being okay with that, what do you all think about this? Now, listen, because this dating ish is just out of control. This lady, she advises women to keep their kids a secret from men interested in them until the men are hooked. You got to make your kids seem like they're the ultimate prize. Excuse me. You all, whoo, child, that's all I can say. I have seen some interesting takes. I have seen some ladies. I don't advise that. I don't advise that foolishness what ye soever. I don't advise that. I don't advise keeping your kids a secret until you have hooked a man. So basically this lady, this chick is saying, you know what? I think that you should keep your kids a secret until you have him hooked on you. And 9 times out of 10, this is definitely something sexual. You done trapped them up in there, and you done did all these nasty woman things to him, and now he feeling you. He sprung. He in love. All of the shebang, and then you reveal to him that you have kids. No, that is so. I would drop you in a heartbeat. I don't care. It ain't that much love in the world to stick around after some trickery and some deception like that. And she said, you have to make this man realize that your kids are the prize, the ultimate prize. Here's the thing, lady. Your kids are your ultimate prize. They are not, and they should be your ultimate prize and they daddy's ultimate prize. Your kids are not another man's ultimate prize. I'm sorry, they're just not. What did he eat? Listen, he didn't even get the bus one, for them to be, how. So I don't understand. So fellas, let me tell y'all something. When y'all hear these women talk like this, again, that's not, don't think that that's the majority of us. We grown women don't feel like this. Grown women, we're not playing these type of games with your emotions, your life, nor our emotions or our life or our time. We're not doing that. So if you find a woman that thinks like this, again, see, this is why I say we have to go through the sorting process. It's so much stuff that can be found out if we only honestly just sat back and had conversations. If we start talking and fellas, when she talks, listen, you might pick up on some things. You're gonna pick up on some things. Stop thinking about doing the horizontal mumbo right off the bat. Because if you just put that thought on pause for a moment, you might actually see the type of tricks and the type of woman that she is before you go out on a date, before you go and spend all of your hard-earned money. You might actually just learn and figure out who she is before you go through all of that. So start listening to what women say so that you can see who you're dealing with. Have a conversation. Pick her brain so that you can figure out. So therefore, when you start having a conversation, you can see exactly who you're dealing with. So you don't have to be feeling like, oh, I'm not going to be spending my money on all these ladies and they're got, hey, because you didn't go through the sorting process right. You're here to sort. Dating is like sorting. We're going through, listen, sorting through the mail. It's like going through the mail. You got to see what the good mail is and then toss the junk mail to the side or leave it there so the mailman can come back and pick it up and take it because you don't want it. That's just how dating is. You're sorting. You're sorting. You're sorting. Now, the problem with the dating in today's society is because now a lot of people try to bypass that. You want to put people in relationships. Some of you fellas, y'all good for this. You want her to be in a relationship, but you still single and you still out there looking. Can we not do that in 2025? Can we not do that? If we all gonna be single and we just dating and seeing each other, then let's not go putting somebody in a relationship and then you out here still looking. Let's just all look and date together. Can we do that? Amen. Can we do that? Can we be honest about dating? Can we be honest about our situations? Can we be honest about our relationship status? Pretty Tasha, you're saying me and this guy was talking since last month on November 16th, all the way up to last Tuesday afternoon, December 10th. And then after that, I ain't heard nothing else from him. And I ain't worried about it. I got other options. He better not come texting and calling me weeks or months later. You know what, Pretty Tasha, I totally understand that. Like, that's that ghosting ish that, you know, people are really like, to me, I always felt like this was a new thing because like growing up and like even coming up through the ranks, just dating, like I had never heard of this until maybe 2 years ago. I'm like, I was ghosted. I'm like, sir, you don't have to. I'm like, I didn't understand what was going, like me being who I am. I'm like, Dig, I hope everything is okay. I hope did nothing happen, you know, to him. And it's like now after a couple of texts, and I'm like, okay, well, you know, I ain't seen no announcements on social media that such and such had passed away. I was like, oh, okay, well, I guess. So you let them go. And to me, I am not a fan of ghosting at all. Like, I just like, I don't like it. I don't do it. And I didn't like when it was done to me. I've only been ghosted once, and I didn't like it, but he came back. Go figure that. But I don't ghost. Now, I don't always, like, how do you break up with someone? How do you, you're dating or you're talking to someone, hey, Leo, how you doing? You're talking to someone. How do you bag out of a situation, or how do you get out of a relationship and you're not feeling somebody? Do you ghost them? Do you, it's me, not you type of thing? Do you send them a text message? What is your way of breaking things off with somebody? So like for me, when I'm not interested, like I'm never trying to dismantle somebody. Like I'm never trying to tear somebody down. So I would always, so I'm like, I learned this, it's a way to do and say anything. So depending on how things, the tone of the relationship and where we are, I think that will determine the way I would break up. But if it wasn't any foul stuff and it wasn't no cheating or nothing stupid, and I'm just not feeling it, then I'm like, I opt for the PCP, positive, constructive, positive criticism. I'll give them something good I liked about the relationship or liked about being with them. Then I'll give them something that really didn't really work for me, or something that needs work that maybe they can work on in the future, or whatever it is that I wasn't happy about, or whatever it is that made it not a good fit for me. And then I would seal it off with something positive. Like that's how I would like to be. And for the most part, I am like that. Because again, just because you're not my cup of coffee, it doesn't mean that I'm trying to mess you up for the next person, which is why I'm like, you know, that PCP, the positive, constructive, positive, is definitely a good method if you can. But in today's world, people are so freaking cruel and and reckless, like, they don't, like, they're not doing this. Leo, yes, PCP, it stands for, the P is for positive, C is for constructive, and the other P is for positive. So you give positive, constructive, positive criticism. See, listen, if you talk to people and you go to some therapy, that's a tool that they teach you. They'll teach you the positive, constructive, and that's good in relationships, all kinds of relationships, actually. It's good for work environments, it's good for family members, it's good for your intimate partners, like, it's good for a lot of type of things. Because here's the thing, think about it. Nobody only wants to be dumped on and tell what they're not good at, or what you don't like about a relationship, or what you don't like about them. Nobody wants to hear that. But because immediately, if you start off with something negative, people by nature, we shut down. Like, I don't want to hear nothing you got to say, because you know what? I'm not trying to hear that, because here you go again. But if you start off with something positive, listen, man, listen, you are like such a good dude. Like, man, you are just amazing. I love your leadership ability. I love this about you. I love that about you. I think that, the communication though, like, you could really work on your communication skills, or you can work on how you shut down. You can work on that. But you handle the household so well. You're so good with me. You're so good to me. You're so patient with me. See, I just done told you. I told you what I like about you. I told you what you need to work on, but then I brought it back in about something good about you, or something good about the relationship. Listen, I have learned so much from being with you. Like, you have opened me up to some things that I did not even know. I've experienced some different things with you that I never experienced in life. I really have. I mean, you have caused me to grow and look at things in a different perspective. Just being around you has been, definitely an enjoyable experience. But I'm not feeling where this is going. I don't think that what you have and what you want and what I want, I think, are two different things. And right now, I don't think that we're on the same page. But you're such a good man. You got so much love to give. Like, God, I know you're gonna. Now, this part may be a little, extra kick in there. I know you're gonna make some other woman happy. I know that you are. But it's just like, I don't know, like, it's just something off with us. But man, you that dude, like, and I know that you're gonna make somebody happy. I know that you are. And we can leave it at that. We don't have to go into no slick. Only time that I got some slick arsenal is when you've been a douchebag. When you've been a douchebag, I'm sorry, there's no PCP on the table. There's no positive, constructive, positive for the douchebags. This is only for the good dudes that we not trying to hurt. That's who gets that. The positive, constructive, positive are for the good women that we are not trying to dismantle. But if you have crossed me, all bets are off. You get everything, every bad thing that comes out of this mouth, you get it. Because you put yourself in position. You have earned this tongue lashing and the bad things that are about to come out of my mouth. You've earned this. But for the majority of the situations, that's a way that we can handle it. There are some other ways, but again, I don't think that when we break up, all breakups don't have to be on bad terms. All breakups don't have to leave us scarred and messed up. Because here's the thing. We're getting out, we're up here, we're breaking up with people, we're doing all kinds of foul things. But what we're not, I think what a lot of people are missing and what we're not truly focusing on is that, you know what? I'm out here dating and I'm messing this up. But you're forgetting that your ex that you dogged out, now they're back out there in the dating realm and now they're meeting somebody else. So now they're dating. So now the woman that you said that you don't like these negative things about people, but we're damaging people and then we're putting them back into the dating realm. And guess what? The woman that you dog might meet, you know, another man that was a good man. Now she dogged him. Now the woman that you dog, now she back out there. Somebody done dogged her. Now she come and dog you. You ain't did nothing. The man that you dog, he ain't did nothing. Now he out there dogging this person. And now you get the people that's been dogged, and then they get somebody that hasn't been dogged. Now they come and they contaminate them and dog them. And now listen, now you got more messed up people. So it's like we got messed up people just multiplying. Is there a way that we can reverse that? Like, can we start leaving people, if we can't make them better, can we at least leave them in the same state that we found them in? Like, if you see that this person was happy-go-lucky and you know that you are the devil, you are Satan himself, stay away from those happy-go-lucky people. Because you know that you are not about to do anything but bring all kinds of chaos and misery into their lives. Can we do that? Can we stop messing each other up? Can we do that? Yes, Leo, you earned that douchebag award. Yes, they sure do. You earn it. Earn the douchebag award. And you're gonna get treated like a douchebag should be treated. You're also saying, Leo, dog eat dog world. It's a dog eat dog world. It is. But can we change that? Can we stop? Can we stop breaking people? Can we stop breaking people mentally? Can we stop breaking them emotionally? Can we stop breaking them? You all, it is the holiday season. It's Christmas time. This is a rough time of year for a lot of people. And I want to talk to the people, single people. Listen, sometimes it can be difficult to deal with this season because it's supposed to be highlighted on, a lot of love activities, a lot of cuddling, a lot of romance, and all this other listen, my tongue done got tired. That's because I need some coffee. Fictitious feelings and nonsense and all this other fra. That's what this season is about, supposedly. But that's what the commercialized side is about. But we have to be mindful, and sometimes you just got to separate yourself if this is a hard time of year for you, and to keep yourself from sinking into like depression and being super sad and this and that. Sometimes you got to do something different. You have to create a different tradition for yourself so that you can keep your sanity and you can keep your happiness during this time of year. Christmas season, I love it. It's a great time of year. But I got to be honest, like this Christmas, this year has been really rough for my family and I. We have took a lot of L's this year. And, I would be lying to you if I said, you know what, I'm over it. Like, I'm not. Like, I'm literally not. Like, I literally have a funeral to go to Saturday. So, we've took a lot of L's, a lot, with my nephew passing away in July being, the hardest one. Like, that hit my family and I super, super hard. And, you know, like, we haven't bounced back from it. Life does go on, as the saying goes, it does go on, but it just hasn't been the same. So, with dealing with all of that and just still death after death, I lost an aunt, my nephew, then my uncle passed away. It's just been a lot. And these have been close people that are in my family, not like distant people that, oh, it was a great aunt, I didn't know. No, these have been close people, as I said, with my nephew being the closest. And it's just like, God. But through it all, you got to stay thankful, and you got to just start. Thank you guys for the well wishes. Thank you so much. Cynthia, Leo, Pretty Tasha, thank you guys so much. I want to start tearing up because when I think about them, it's just, it's so much, especially like this time of year. But we gotta keep going. It's definitely easier said than done, but you gotta do what is gonna be best for you in your heart and in your mind. And sometimes, and then if you're a person that suffers with depression, sometimes this stuff can be too much. Thank you so much, Pretty Tasha. Sorry for your loss as well. Sometimes this can be too much. It really can. If you're a person that suffers from depression or seasonalism, it's dark outside, so it gets darker earlier. People suffer with depression for different reasons. Let me tell you something. I know it's Christmas time, but listen, you got to act like it's a different time of year to stay okay here and stay okay here. It's okay. Listen, it's okay if you're not feeling, oh, well, I'm not feeling humbug, but I'm not feeling the Christmas music or the Christmas movies and I'm not feeling that this year. It's okay to feel like that. It's okay to be like, listen, I'm going to do what I can, but, I got to take care of me. And right now, me is the number one thing. Like, I got to take care of my mental health. I got to take care of my emotional well-being. Listen, if you are a person that is single and you desire to be in a relationship, listen, don't let that singleness turn into loneliness. And because there's a difference. Single and lonely are two different things. Single, yeah, you desire a relationship, and here, if it comes, it comes. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm okay. Lonely, you desire a relationship. You feel like you need it. You're not going to be complete until you have it. Life has no meaning without it. You can't do it. No. Don't you slip into that. Do not slip into that. You got to leave those songs. All I Want for Christmas Is You. I love it. It's a nice song, but sometimes you have to bypass that. You have to bypass the What Do the Lonely Do for Christmas. You have to bypass all of those songs that will bring up dreadful feelings, dreadful, hurtful emotions. You got to bypass all of that. Sometimes, again, you got to listen, the mistletoe, you got to pull that thing down and step on it. You may have to put on, listen, it's red and green and all. You know what? I'm feeling yellow right about now. I'm feeling a little bit pink. I'm feeling something else. I'm not feeling red and green. You know what? You are entitled to feel how you want to feel. But you got to stay away from things that will trigger negative emotions. You got to stay away from things that are going to trigger sad feelings, trigger depression, trigger all of that. You got to stay away from that. Like I said, I love some Christmas music. I love Christmas movies and all this and that. But you know what? I've been in a little space. Like I will zone in where one minute I'm feeling it, and then the next minute I'm just like, you won't be Feliz Navidad over here. I'm like, I'm just listen. Where's the Grinch? And you know what? And I'm not even feeling the Grinch. I'm not feeling Grinch, but I'm just like, I need some Zen. I need a different kind of Zen. And sometimes it's just not wrapped up in what's going on right now in the holiday. And so it's just like I find comfort in being able to reflect on all of the good things that have happened this year. Again, not focusing on L's because again, it has definitely been rough. It really has. But you have to think about what went right this year. Let's not focus because sometimes we can focus on so much on what went wrong that we don't put enough emphasis on what went right. And back just to piggyback on what I was saying earlier, that PCP, that positive, constructive, positive, we got to take that method also and apply that to our life as well and say, you know what, listen, it was definitely, this was definitely a good year. This worked out, this worked out, this worked out. Took a couple of L's here, but overall, this was a good year. And I look forward to making sure that I'm as productive in the new year as I possibly can. So whatever I did this year, I want to double it. I want to put more energy in my businesses. I want to put more energy towards my family. I want to be more intentional towards dating and finding a partner. Because here's the thing. If you don't go outside, if you're somebody that's single and you don't go outside, I'm not sure how you expect to meet somebody. And I say that to myself too sometimes because I go outside, but I'm very selective. And I'll just be honest, I don't like meeting people. I don't like meeting new people at all. I just don't. Because I'm telling y'all something. I'm shy. I know y'all might not believe it, but I am really shy. I am. Y'all may not think I am, but I am. I'm loud, and I'm the only one in this house. But I'm loud, you all. I think I'm maybe tone deaf, but I'm loud. But I am shy. I don't like crowds. I don't like any of that. And y'all may be like, oh, well, you sit and you do this. I can do this because y'all, we family, we talk. So it's just like we family. So it's just we family. But I mean, you have to be intentional. So if you say, you know what, listen, I want to meet somebody. I want to go out and start dating more next year and this and that. I'm gonna do that. Then guess what? Then that's what you gotta do. Y'all, my sweater sitting up here scrunching like I just got a huge stomach, but I don't. But we have to be intentional with what it is that we are doing. You got to put the intentions out there like, yo, I want to meet somebody. I want to go out. I want to, I want to get in a relationship. I want something serious. Then you got to start going outside. You cannot be sitting in expecting to meet somebody and you ain't going outside. You ain't doing nothing. Who you going to meet? Houseway? How are you going to be meeting somebody and you ain't going outside? So you got to meet somebody. But guys, listen, I just hope that you all take care of yourselves definitely during this season. I hope that you have a great holiday. And I hope that, you just take care of yourselves and each other. Start putting positive things out there. I hope that you get your heart's desires. Miss She, you said like a combination of social introvert. I'm not really sure what I am, but again, and that goes back to me saying that I'm shy and I don't like crowds, but I can, I can get in where I fit in. I have a huge family, so that's, and we're all loud. We are loud. You think I'm something? Woo! You ain't seen the rest of them. Listen, Lady Lotus, she just as loud. Like we just and we talking and we be all loud and people be like, "Do y'all hear yourselves?" I be like, "No, I ain't. What? We sound normal." It's until other people bring it to my attention. So lightly let me know, like Jay, use your light. And I could never be a librarian. I could never have been any of those because I would have definitely just got put right on out. Like you, even in the hospitals and stuff. Listen, I was listen. I was at the I was at an appointment with my mother today. Look, I went back there. She look. They know. I'm like, excuse me, where is my mother? Because I've been sitting in this waiting area for now. I'm like, ooh, child. And she looked up. She was like, ooh, that's my daughter coming. And I'm like, ooh, I'm so sorry. I'm like, I did not realize I was that loud, but I'm like, I was coming to find little lady. Like, ma'am, you been in here too long. What's going on? But that was just my ADHD kicked in. But guys, listen, again, I hope that you all take care of yourselves. I hope that you have a happy holiday, a very Merry Christmas. I want you to have a happy New Year. See, I just put an S on there for those that thought I was gonna put a S on years. It's just a new year because it's one. But I hope that you all have a happy New Year. I hope that you all enjoy yourselves. I hope that you get your heart's desire. I really, really do, you all. I hope that you all just enjoy the new year. I wanna do something. So I wanna, so we not gonna be on air. So this is the last show for the year. So I wanted to do something a little bit different. I hope hold on, because I got some, I want to make a little cheer and a little toast. Y'all don't be looking at my booty when I get up, y'all. Hold on. So I wanted to do a little cheer with y'all because I ain't gonna be here. Now listen, all you alcoholics, I don't hold on. Well, my titties ain't showing over here on this one. But listen, I hope I want to do a toast with you all. I don't drink, you all, so this is just let me see how it tastes first of all. This is a little sparkling grape juice because I don't drink. For all of you all that don't know, listen, this madness is real. It's natural. This is just some little sparkling grape juice. But I want to toast and cheer to you all. I want to toast you all. I hope that you all have a Merry Christmas. I hope that you all have a Happy New Year. I hope that 2025 blesses you with all of your heart's desires. I hope that you and your families are well. I hope that you all prosper. I hope that 2025 quadruples if you shedded any tears in 2024. I hope that 2025, I hope that your laughs, your smiles, I hope that your blessings are quadrupled and that everything that you lost this year, everything is restored tenfold for you and your family in the new year. Guys, I hope that you take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Again, just stay positive, stay prayed up, be careful out here. Don't worry about what's not under the Christmas tree or what you cannot put under the Christmas tree. Let's not worry about that because it's so many people that did not live to see this time of year. We're going to let that sink in for a minute. It's so many people that did not make it to this time of year. So let's not focus on what we can't buy, what we can't afford. Let's just focus on what we do have, the love that we have, the family that we have, our health, our strength, whatever it is that you have. Let's focus on that. Let's focus on being positive. Again, I hope that you all have a Merry Christmas and have a Happy New Year. To you and your family, you all take care of yourselves and each other. We are signing off for this year. But guys, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Until next time, you all, good night. Have a Happy New Year, guys. Thank you so much. Bye. Bye, 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 bye. Bye. I'm turning off everything.